What is going on, Raptors Nation? It is Luca here, back with another video. Hope you're all doing well. The 2024 NBA Draft Lottery is fast approaching. Yes, on Sunday, May 12th, Mother's Day, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, before Knicks-Pacers Game 4, the Raptors will find out their 2024 NBA Draft Lottery fate. Will the Raptors keep their top 6 protected first-round pick this year? Yes or no? That is the $1,000,000 question, and we will find out this Sunday. And in this one, I wanted to break down the odds the Raptors have in different scenarios going into this NBA Draft Lottery. So before we dive right into it, do me so everybody hit a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more Raptors content just like this. I am excited about the NBA Draft Lottery, as that is going to be the next time the Raptors are a main talking point for the NBA, as they do have a small chance of possibly winning the whole lottery and getting the number 1 pick. That would be something following the disastrous 2023-2024 season that the Raptors just endured. So let's start with the first thing here. The Raptors, they will have a 45.8% chance of keeping its first round pick this year. Toronto will have a 37.2% chance of landing the top 4 pick, and they will have an 8.6% chance to stay at number 6. The Raptors are unable to land the number 5 pick per draft lottery rules. Speaking of that number 1 pick, can the Raptors get lucky and win the lottery? Well, the Raptors, they do have a chance. It's a small one. The Raptors have a 9% chance to land the number 1 selection in this year's draft. The last time the Raptors secured the number 1 pick in the NBA draft was back in 2006 when the Raptors drafted Andrea Bargnani. If the Raptors do keep their pick, the most likely scenario is it becomes the number 4 selection. Number 4 has been lucky for the Raptors in the past, most recently in 2021 when the Raptors moved up, landed the number 4 pick, and then they drafted Scottie Barnes. There's a 29.8% chance that the Raptors pick ends up at number 7. And if that's the case, it is conveyed to the San Antonio Spurs. Remember, if it falls within the top 6, the Raptors keep their pick for this year. If it falls outside of the top 6, the Raptors send that pick to San Antonio. That pick is conveyed as part of compensation for the Jakob Poeltl trade that happened last year. The Raptors pick can fall down as far as number 10 if 4 teams behind Toronto jump into the top 4 in the draft. So the Raptors, guys, they did what they needed to do. They ensured that they finished the season with the 6th worst record, but now all they can do is wait and see if their pick will fall into the top 6 or not. 45.8% chance the Raptors will keep their pick. So it's less than a 50% chance, obviously. Basically a coin flip. Flip a coin right now. That basically represents the Raptors' chances of keeping their pick for this year. Now remember, if the Raptors keep their pick, they owe a draft pick to the San Antonio Spurs eventually. It would just carry on over to the 2025 draft and the 2026 draft, and then it would turn into 2 second-rounders if the Raptors end up in the top 6 over the next couple of drafts. If the Raptors pick falls outside of the top 6 and it's conveyed this year to the Spurs, then the Raptors will own their pick for next year's 2025 NBA draft. They're no longer tied to the San Antonio Spurs with their draft pick, again, as part of the Jakob Poeltl trade. So yeah, that is basically what's at stake here for the Raptors. Those are the numbers. I'm sure there's many more numbers, many more scenarios in this crazy draft lottery equation, but I'll end with this. Raptors president Masai Ujiri did talk about the upcoming lottery and draft. This is when the Raptors did their end of season media availability. Ujiri did speak, and he basically said this, that he's happy regardless of the outcome, stating any way it goes, we'll be grateful, we'll be happy. If we're not in the top 6, we get our pick next year. If we are in the top 6, we'll go out and find the best guy or find the best transaction. So Masai Ujiri, for better or for worse, he states that he and his organization are going to be happy with whatever happens. And at this point, all you can do is accept whatever happens, because this is entirely out of the Raptors' hands. They did what they needed to do. finished with the 6th-worst record, but now they need these ping pong balls to go their way if the Raptors do want to keep their pick this year. I've stated it many times. My stance has not changed in the slightest bit. I want the Raptors to keep their pick. The Raptors need their pick this year, coming off the disastrous season that they just had. I think they're in a position where they would benefit greatly from adding a top 6 talent, especially as they continue to build this young core, Barnes, quickly Barrett. And I know it's considered a weaker draft class, but you can still find a solid player in the top 6, I believe, of this draft. So we will find out if the Raptors indeed keep their pick or not. I will do a live stream, a live reaction to the NBA draft lottery this Sunday on Mother's Day. You guys are going to have to, sneak out from your Mother's Day activities for this NBA draft lottery because you definitely don't want to miss it. It's going to go down. We're going to finally know the Raptors' fate, and then we'll know what the Raptors have to work with going into the NBA draft. We know they got number 19, number 31. We'll find out if they'll have a top 6 pick or not at the end of this week. Anyways, guys, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Drop a like and subscribe on your way out. Until next time, stay safe.